Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to kind of continue with our week and a half of Optimus Prime. We recently, as of Friday, just looked at the Transformers Devastation Deluxe Class Studio Series Optimus Prime. And while it's far from perfect, it's pretty good for a deluxe. We'll enter today, sticking with Studio Series, and the Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. Is this guy as good as the Devastation version? Better? Worse? We're going to find out in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. Helps me out a ton, let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And this guy here, so there's good and there's bad for sure. And we're going to explore it all when we head over to the table and take a closer look at this lad. And courtesy of our buddy Daryl, we are taking a look today at the Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 version of Optimus Prime. And when he gave this to me on loan, he did not give me the box or the instructions, so this will be a little bit of an adventure. I can tell you right away, the guy clocks in at a whopping 100 grams of plastic. Bigger even than the Devastation Optimus, and you can see he is definitely bulkier. This is a big deluxe. I'll give credit where credit is due. And not for nothing, the Devastation Optimus himself clocks in at 84 grams. So he is a true blue deluxe class offering. This is a big deluxe. It's a good start. Let's see if the good times keep rolling. You'll notice that we have an axe in his hand. This one is a translucent blue axe. It fits just fine in his hand. We can of course take it off. Please note that on the side of this we have two rectangular little pegs. When we go to the truck mode, they'll kind of go under his kneecaps, and the rest of this will sort of sandwich in between his legs. It's pretty decent storage actually, so we're going to lay that aside. The other thing worth noting is back here, up under right here, this piece, you'll notice two little starts, and there's a whole piece up here. And this whole piece basically has two little, I guess, notches that these tab into, but also there's a notch on the top that goes kind of slotted down over another little T-notch. It's a weird connection, and it's fine there, but this is actually pretty darn loose. It does not take much for that to come off. And like it notches in here and up above these like horizontal rectangles. There's a little vertical notch. It's weird. You'll know it when you see it. That's what I would say to you. In terms of looks for the guy, if we're considering Transformers 1, the yellow on his feet or toes, that's accurate. The blue's accurate. The gray everywhere that it is accurate. Oh, I should actually have these turned up for robot mode. I just realized they were still turned down. My mistake. The red is accurate. The yellow just below the chest right there is accurate. We're missing some yellow on the tummy. We should have black detailing right here and at the hips that we don't have. This is pretty good, but I also have a gripe, as many do, with the use of this warm gray. I get that there are some scenes, and the way the light hit the silver of the bots, it looked almost, I don't want to say bronzy, but like it had a bronze tinge. So I think that's what they were trying to mimic here, but I don't think it helped this guy. I don't think it was to his betterment. It just looks off. I didn't like the use of warm gray way back in Titan's Return with the Power Master Optimus Prime back then. I don't like it now. When you have to use gray, I think the smart idea is to use cool gray, because this just looks like it's already yellowing, right? Everybody has said that. But it is in the correct locations. It's a pretty good homage. I don't like that gray. We're missing a yellow paint app. You obviously know it's Transformers 1 Optimus. I'm going to say that this is a, I don't know, let's call it an 8.5. There you go, 8.5 for the look. I'll also note that for some reason this flips up. No idea why. But I do know that all of this can flip up, and we do have a matrix in here. The matrix pops off very easily. This one, unlike the Devastation Optimus, this one is painted silver with the orangey, goldy, bronzy in the center. I'm pretty sure that this is all translucent blue that's been painted. And to put it back in, it just tabs in fine over the post that's in there. 8.5 for the look. Let's do the articulation for the guy. The head goes left, right. It can look way back. By the way, when you're bringing this back out from truck mode to robot mode, this ball peg loves to pop off. Like the head loves to pop off this ball peg. The arms can go all the way out for a T-pose. They do go all the way around, but you'll notice that we have like this hinge right here that my finger's on, and that likes to get cocked behind the windshield, so you do need to sort of bring it out a little bit, but it will go all the way around at a bit of a funny angle. Elbow to 90 degrees, bicep swivel, wrist rotation. I don't think we have fingers or anything like that. We do have a waist. If you pick that up, the waist is free flowing. Actually, I guess it's not really a waist, it's a lower chest, right? This piece is all one piece. I think it should have been 3 separate pieces. It moves up to let your leg kick all the way forward. Your leg can kick all the way back. Our guy can do the splits just fine. Thigh swivel, knee to a little over 90 degrees. And he does have a toe tilt and a big ankle tilt. I wish the shoulders, and I guess if you want to untransform him a bit, he sort of has a reverse butterfly. And a forward butterfly a little bit because of the way this hinge up here at the shoulder works. It's all kind of sort of there, but like, I don't like, see the guy falling over. Like, I don't like this one hip skirt dealy. I don't like the having to alter the arms out to go all the way around because of that weird little hinge. Again, it's okay. 8.5. It has its issues, but it's okay, I guess. All right, let's do the transformation again. Some of this might be a little bit of guesswork because remember, I don't actually have the instructions for the guy. If you're keeping track, he's at an 8.5. So, to kind of begin things, I like to get this folded up right away. It'll be there for a while, but at least we have it up. Then we have the head. Turn the head around. Angle it back so he's like, his head looks upside down now. And then the whole thing rotates up and in on this hinge here. Okay, then we can separate the entirety of the body. Note that this will want to open on you, but we have to separate the entirety of the body to get this out. Note we have 2 little notches way down on the bumper. That is eventually what this will peg into. So we have all of that out. Cool. We can also now rotate all of this around, and you can even bring that hip skirt kind of sort of up. The legs kind of angle up a little bit like this, and that'll be important later on. On the inside of the leg, we take that whole chunk and we rotate it around to the outside, bring down a toe. Whole chunk to the outside, bring down a toe. Cool. We're going to leave all of this for now and also angle that just ever so slightly. Remember what I said. The axe will go kind of under the knee pads when we get there. Now we come to the most complicated part of this transformation, the shoulders. And I get that a lot of people might say, oh, it's brilliant, it's creative. To me, it's just annoying. So we kind of bring the shoulder down and open this out. This whole section on this hinge up here will rotate in behind the window, and then this comes down on the side. Actually, that was fairly smooth, which is a bit surprising. Maybe I'm getting better with practice. Open that out, bring it down out here on the side, and then again, all of this should go in behind the window section there. Cool. Now, we should be able to do the last couple of things. One, we have to make sure that the little red pegs on the side here go into the little slots down right here. So we're going to try and angle that one in first. We're going to try and angle that one in second. We're going to bring the cab roof down over. We're going to angle these up a little bit. We're going to close the body back in and angle the legs up because I had them left out a bit too far. And then this hand should come down over. The leg will bend up a little bit. Some people have said turn the hand around. I find if you do that, it doesn't work as nicely. So I don't do that. Then we can take this axe piece here, and like I said, it kind of angles in under the knee pads, and then the legs, I should have shown this, the legs also tab together right here. So we sort of tab those legs together, but this goes in here. I do find it a little bit of a chore. It's solid once it's in there, but it's a little bit of a chore to get it to fit in there and then squeeze all of this. There we go. I think I got it now. And then lastly, and there's a couple things here I'm going to have to check on after, like, make sure I got that tabbed in correctly. Lastly, as I said, using the lower slots there, we should be able to take this, turn it around this way, and we should be able to tab it into the bumper on both sides, hopefully. Ugh. I gotta solidify a couple of things, but basically, boom, in the end, here we have Optimus in his alt mode. Let me just kind of finesse and fine tune a couple of things, and then we'll talk about his transformation. And I did miss one thing. You gotta turn these smokestacks around, like that. It's okay. I find the shoulders a little bit janky to do. Other than that, it's an okay transformation. I wish there was a little more clearance for the roof section here. It rolls fine enough. He was getting an 8.5. I still feel like the transformation is about an 8.5. The only thing of interest is the shoulders. The rest of it's pretty straightforward, which is not a bad thing. But in trying to make the shoulders interesting, I think you just made them a little cumbersome, maybe. Maybe some people love it. I understand that it's ingenuity and it's different for Optimus, so I appreciate that. I just don't know if I like it. But I don't hate it either, so I don't know. 8.5 is what he was getting. I'm going to say 8.5 for the transformation. In the end, if I bought this for a full deluxe value, full deluxe price, I wouldn't be disappointed. It has the mass, it has significant paint, it has decent articulation, though not perfect. It has a decent transformation, though not perfect. I'd be happy enough with it, but I can't pretend that there aren't gripes that I have with this too. Between the gray plastic, the janky arm transformation, the arm kind of having to be out for like full shoulder rotation is a little weird, you know? Going back to robot, like I mentioned, the head likes to come off the ball joint. Like, there's some fit and finish and some color palette choices here that just didn't hit the mark. And it keeps this guy at about an 8.5, when in reality, potentially, he could have been a little bit better. If you have to go on the hunt for a deluxe Optimus, probably go with the Devastation. If you specifically want a Transformers 1 shelf, then this guy, I guess, is okay for now. Make of that whatever you will. And here we are once again, and here he is. So, like, it's not all bad. The transformation's okay. It functions fine. I know they tried to get creative with the shoulders. In terms of the look of the guy, I do like the deep red and the deep blue, even if I don't quite think it's animation accurate. The choice of the warm gray I don't think is great, but I think it was done to mimic, like, when the sun reflects off of the metallic surfaces of Cybertron that are largely goldish and bronzy, and I think it's meant to mimic that reflecting off of the silver here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just had an abundance of this warm gray plastic. But I don't think it looks great. I think what they were trying to accomplish didn't come off well. The articulation, that to me has its issues because of poor clearance. Namely, with this pinned, rounded joint right here. Because it comes up and knocks in behind the chest. It knocks into the backpack when you're trying to take the arm all the way around. And it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel good to me. Other than that, I guess everything is here. I also find that the hip skirt being the way it is a bit of a nuisance and a hindrance. What if you want a leg out and a hip up? It's just, I don't know, it's just, like, it doesn't look good, you know what I mean? Here's the thing, I don't hate this at all. It scored okay, but I definitely don't love it either. I'm very indifferent to it, like it exists in the world, I guess, but I don't really feel anything. I don't feel anger, I don't feel joy, I don't feel anything when I hold this. And that's a weird feeling. Let me know if you like this guy, if you didn't like this guy, if you're indifferent like me. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button, stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And man, don't forget, not for a moment, not for a second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world, and I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.